Dear students, welcome to continue part of 5th standard social science. So in the previous class, we have discussed about the uh, temperate grassland. Okay, so this is the region. It has between 40 degree to 55 degree latitudes of the both, that is north and the south of the equator. Yes, and we have discussed about the climate condition of this grassland. Okay, so next point is the frigid zone. Yes, so the frigid zone, so it is very important zone, and it is the next lesson, that is the frigid zone. Okay, so you can observe here. Yes, so the equator line that we consider as a 0 degree equator line. Okay, next one is from the northern side of the hemisphere, the torrid zone, and southern side of the hemisphere, that we call torrid zone. So that is marked on the orange color. Yes, next one is temperate zone. That is temperate zone, it is colored by green color. Next one is blue color is there. Okay, that is 90 degree of the north and the 90 degree of the southern polar side. Okay, so that region, it is known as the frigid region. Why it has a frigid region? Because sun's rays can't reach in that region. That's why it is frigid region. Whereas equator, it receives the direct rays of the sun, and that's why it is called as torrid zone. Okay, so let us start this one. The coldest region of the world, it lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. So you can observe here, Arctic Circle, it is in the North Pole, that is called coldest region, whereas in the South Pole, it we called as Antarctic Circle, and these two zones are known as frigid zone. Got it? Because sun's rays can't reach the air. Okay, so that's why we call it frigid zone. Okay, so let me discuss about the Arctic Circle. So Arctic Circle, okay, so the tundra region that lies near the Arctic Circle, and here the subsoil is permanently frozen and temperature are very low. So you can observe here the yellow shaded area, it describes about the tundra region, where the climate or the subsoil, it is in the frozen condition, that is it is in the cold condition. Okay, and in this region the temperature is very low, and the growing season growing season is very short, and there are no trees here because almost the subsoil, it is in permanently frozen condition. That's why there are no trees, and vegetation is mostly lynches and mosses are found here. So lynches and the mosses, these are the vegetation types, and the areas include the northernmost parts of Alaska, Canada, and Scandinavia, coastal Greenland, Iceland, Siberia, and islands, that is Spitsbergen Islands. So these are the some important region. It has the Antarctic Circle. So you can observe here. So these are the some yellow shaded area. It describes about the tundra region or the Arctic Circle regions. Okay. Next one is, let us discuss about the climate. Okay. So so you can observe here the location. The tundra, it is located at the top of the world, that near the Arctic Circle. Yes, you can see here the green shaded area, it describes about the tundra located area. Okay, so there are some countries are there, for example Siberia, Russia, Asia, yes, and Canada and Alaska. Okay, so next one is climate. Okay, so the climate of the frigid zone, the polar regions, it receives the slanting rays of the sun. So you can observe here the sun's rays are not directly on the polar zone. Okay, because it has a slanted, it receives the slanting rays, and as the rays travel a much longer distance, they tend to lose their intensity by the time they reach the poles. Yes, so the sun's rays, it not goes direct on the north pole. So that's why this region, that is north pole and the south pole, it doesn't have cold, it doesn't have hot climate. Yes, and the climate in the region is frigid, extremely and bitterly cold, because sun's rays, they can't reach in that region. And near the poles, the ice remains permanently frozen. Yes, and a sheet of ice, it covers large areas. Okay, and there are two seasons here. Yes, so in this region, in the polar region, that is north pole and the south pole, there are only two seasons are there. Yes, so first one is summer, another one is winter. These two seasons are found in these two regions, and summers are very short and the winters are very long. Yes, and they last for about 9 months for the years. Yes, so winters, it includes of 9 months, whereas summers are, they have very short summer, and during the summers the sun never sets. Yes, so during the summer season, the sun, it never sets, and it is seen on the horizon even at midnight. Yes, this is important. Yes, so places north of the Arctic Circle and the south of the Antarctic Circle, it experience the phenomenon of the midnight sun during the summer months. Yes, during the summer months, sun never sets in that region. So that's why they are experiencing midnight sun during the summer months, and during winter there is a continuous darkness even at noon. Yes, so this is called miracle. Yes, so during the summer it has a midnight sun, whereas in the winter season it has continuous darkness, and even at noon also. Yes, and during summer, even though here is a continuous daylight, the temperature remain very low as the heat of the sun is not strong. Yes, during the summer the climate is also not hot. Yes, and the temperature rises just a little above freezing point. Yes, and the snow melts a few inches below the surface near the Arctic Circle, Antarctica, and near the South Pole, it is permanently frozen land. So during the summer season, so it has a because during the summer season the sun never sets, but the temperature, it remains constant. So only a few variants are come here. So in that time it has also very cold season, and there is very little rainfall, and snowstorms, and that we call blizzards and snowfalls are common in the winters. And in the short summer months, as the ice melts in the tundra region, the landscape bursts into colors, and seeds of flowering plants which lie buried under the snow that come to life. Yes, so you can see here the polar region climate. So the ice, you can see in this region, so the water, it is in the ice form. Okay, and the different kinds of berry and shrubs are specially grown in this region. For example, you can see here the different types of berries are grown in here, and the greasy pears are very fond of berries. Yes, and everything is not gloomy in the rash winter months. Even the long winter months have their moments of beauty. The skies are lit up by bright lights which resemble fireworks. So you can observe here, and this unique phenomena called the northern lights. Yes, so during the winter months, so the moments of beauty that rises in these skies. Yes, and the skies are lit up by bright lights which resemble fireworks. Yes, so that we called northern lights. and it occurs because the electronically charged gaseous particles collide with each others in the Earth's atmosphere. Yes, and tourists from across the world, they come to experience this, and in the northern hemisphere that we called aurora borealis, and the southern hemisphere that is called aurora australis. So this is that we called unique phenomena. Okay, so this is all about the frigid zone. Okay, and thank you for watching video.